is my crafted loot going to be as good or better than what I could loot?
Yeah, actually, we do have you have the ability to critical when you're crafting an item, and it's something we really felt that other crafting systems didn't ever allow you to build items that anybody would ever want to use because it wasn't comparable to raid gear or gear or anything like that. And we wanted to kind of reward the crafters. So the idea was there would be a percentage chance that you'd be able to critical when you're crafting an item. If you critical, then you basically craft an item that's much better than what you would have done normally, and that item would be comparable to high-level PvP or raid gear, and so it would be desirable. People will actually want to.
And it would work the other way as well, right? You could critical the other way and lose valuable parts that you were trying to get. Or
no, there's no
there's no failure.
Yeah, there's no. We didn't feel that would really players would enjoy that. It might be a little bit realistic, but I think really the point of it was just to give players and crafters an opportunity to really feel like they're a valuable part of the economy.
Works for me. Is there going to be item decay on these, on the crafted items, or any items for that matter?
We do have item wear that you can. So we have item repair, but I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, we have that. We're discussing not having that, but really it's a really important economic sink. For the economic game, it's a way to get money out of the economy. So we felt we had to have that there because we need to have as many sinks. Like an economy has, you need to have ways to get money out of the economy, and that's one of the big ones. Other ones are like training or buying big items such as
the auction houses. It's going to be a player-driven economy.
Like for example, the auction house is a really good thing. You always have that little tax.
Right.
You put an item up. That's a way of for getting money out of the economy. Because you don't want otherwise you get inflation. And, that's not good.
How about character slots? How many character slots will we have?
How many characters are you going to be able to create? We haven't settled on that number yet. That's really going to be driven by tech concerns. So we probably won't decide upon it until very late.
Would you be able to have both characters, Imperial and Republic, on the same server?
Right now, we're thinking that we're not going to restrict players in that regard, but that's something we might go back on. It's a decision that we'll probably again will make later.
Right. I know how you can. We have the big launch of game recently, and the queues have been unbelievable. You know this game is going to be buried with people. How do you plan on addressing that issue?
Well, we know it's going to be an issue. We do have strategies for it that I can't go into. But it's very much. I guess I can go into the overall philosophy and for the launch is we don't want our game to fall down. So we're taking steps that we're hoping will ensure that our game is. We're pretty sure are going to make sure that the game has a smooth launch. It means making some hard choices and being just smart about taking a look at other launches and why they've gone wrong and making sure to learn from that. We've also we've access to all the Mythic guys and Warhammer. Warhammer's launch is pretty smooth, so we've learned a lot from those guys. In fact, we have a lot of the Mythic people working on our team right now, so that's been a real help.
Will ship interiors be customized?
Well, ships, customizable ships. That's something I can't really talk about. I can say that it's something that obviously has been discussed at many points in the project. It's something that players have really loved. And there's multiple different types of customizations we can do. We could allow you to customize your ship from a visual standpoint. We can allow your players to customize your ship from a statistical standpoint. We've looked at them all, whether they're going to be in the game at launch. Again, I can't talk about that right now, but it's something.
Let's say I have a buddy and I want him to come onto my ship. Will he be able to do that?
Yeah, currently. That's something we feel is very important.
How do you guys plan on addressing the gold scalers?
Well, you kind of have to live with them. So we don't want to, there's certain things we can do to discourage them. We're going to be trying to make sure we track them down. We have a whole group of people that are devoted to that, but we're not. I don't think we're going to change the design of our game or anything like that to try to discourage that because you need to have an economy that's
So when you create your own repository,
that's actually a dangerous area to go into. And if you look at like the big, there's a reason Blizzard hasn't done it. There's a reason why, for example, Wizards of the Coast doesn't do it with the Magic the Gathering cards. And so it's not as simple as just saying, hey, let's go and I don't want to go into the details of why it's not wanting to do that, but
I think there would be more revenue for the company.
Yeah,
rather than handing it off to Chinese companies,
It's definitely been something that's been discussed. I can't really talk
That's
about
okay.
what we have with that, but it's something you have to. There's a lot of different factors involved in making a decision like that.
Not to skip around back and forth, I missed this question. Will space fighting be Twitch based?
Right now, we wanted to. Yes, it's going to be. It's going to be. You're going to have to aim your mouse to hit your targets. So it is different from the land-based game. We felt that was important to really get across the feeling of being in a Star Wars space fighter simulation. But we made sure one of the things that we knew was going to be a risk is if we made a game more of a Twitch game with a space in a game that was very much not about Twitch, that it might alienate some of the players. Players would come in and not be able to do good at it. So we've kept it. It's a pretty smooth experience. It's pretty easy to jump into, and we've been balancing it so that if you're not really good at the Twitch game, you can still get in the space game and have fun. However, if you are really good, there's different levels that you can get onto, and show your superior skills.
Great. Well, that's all I got for you.
Okay.
I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.